it's Meg, and welcome back to another reaction episode to Death Note. We are on episode 31. I am actually getting ready to travel for New Year's Eve. We are taking the puppies to Baltimore. We're going to a football game, so we're super excited. But I wanted to squeeze in one final 2023 reaction to a show. I've definitely bit off more than I can chew with all of these different shows and stuff, but I am so excited to see how Death Note wraps up. And I actually just edited the most recent one, so it's fresh in my brain, and I would love to react to this one after having just edited and rewatched episode 30. So yeah, we're on episode 31, and basically the task force is on to both the American task force and the Japanese task force are on to Light. They're suspicious of him, so he's kind of freaking out. And the last thing we saw was, I believe, they were trying to like burn. They found the SPK headquarters, and Light was kind of taunting Nier. So let's go ahead and watch. I hope you're doing well. I also have an R2-D2 Tamagotchi. I'm excited to watch the next Star Wars.
That would make the second L and Kira one and the same person.
I didn't even realize the action figures symbolize the people. It said police. And there was a Grim Reaper.
We now have the building completely surrounded.
Another transfer? That's what it's called? Transfer? Oh, Mellow. No. The chocolate bar. I love his outfit though.
There'll be a sacrifice to Kira.
Oh no, no. That is really dangerous.
You can't hide from me. I'll find you.
Nier, you've got no choice. You better evacuate.
You've got some nerve to say that, being Kira.
What? Are you still going on about that nonsense?
Think about it. With all the anti-Kira groups around, why is it we're being targeted and right after I start suspecting you?
Yeah,
Pretty
duh.
convenient if you ask me.
Yeah.
Nier, with all due respect to you...
He's in a cobbler's pose. Ryuk.
Light is Kira. This is all sounding way too familiar.
Mm-hmm.
The original L also thought that Light had to be Kira.
Mm-hmm. Get him, boys. So bad.
Like hell, we're going first.
The mobs.
I'm not surprised that there are ordinary people who support what Kira's trying to do.
Yeah.
I'm talking about honest citizens who believe in their hearts that by punishing evildoers, Kira will actually make this world a better place to live. But as for this crowd outside, they're a completely different breed. They are truly despicable and stupid.
Yeah.
This is just a diversion for them. We'll use L's legacy and the anti-Kira protesters we hired.
Very brave. Anti-Kira protesters we hired. Money?
It's money. Money. There's so much.
It is a lot of money.
And I wish I were over there right now.
Is it real though?
Humans are so interesting. Of course, you can use money to get apples, so I can kind of understand.
Good empathy. Good empathy, Ryuk.
Over there, Violet. Go to the floor where all the money's coming from.
Yeah.
Jeez, what are you doing, Demigoa? Don't you know that you can't buy love and peace with money?
Oh, look at your allies. Look at the type of people they are.
This is our window of opportunity. We can leave via the front exit.
It makes sense that the police would have to mobilize for a riot like this.
He's planning to come out along with the rest of them. And if I tell Aizawa and the others to keep an eye on the police, it'll only make me look that much more suspicious.
Yeah. Aren't you stuck a little bit?
Where is he? He's got to be in there somewhere.
Too bad, so sad. Oh, you're a dumb bitch. Mm-hmm. He was like shaking, sweating, having shocked faces.
How much money do you think was there?
Matsu.
Matsuda, knock it off!
I bet it was around $10 million or something.
Ooh, what's that in apples?
Oh.
Near. Already?
We've re-established a secure connection, so I
And it
thought I
sounds
should
like
give
he
you a
doesn't have
call
his
to let you
voice
know.
mod.
I'm sure that by now, some of you are starting to suspect that Kira may be one of you.
Given the timing of today's attack on our headquarters, I don't think anyone could blame you for having doubts.
Yeah.
Please feel free to call anytime you like.
Well then,
His smile.
I've been thinking, and if any of you want to cooperate with Nier, please go
Oh, here we go, dude. Why not? He's just so weird. Like, he really does not grasp human nature. I love his green.
When I think about Deputy Director Yagami, I don't want to suspect Light, even a little bit.
Yeah.
Dad?
Huh?
Welcome back. I didn't know you were going to be home tonight.
Oh yeah, what are you still doing awake?
I've got a couple of exams coming up.
I see. Well, don't push yourself too hard, okay?
She's so cute. She got older. I love him. I'm like, are you thinking about it in terms of being a father looking at your kid and what you would do to believe it wasn't your kid? Or are you looking at it like, I need to make the world better for my kid?
I've got no choice but to do it.
No way. What are you... Oh, are you gonna...
Emergency order from Light, yay!
What if he sacrifices Misa?
File number 3. No way.
I hope not. Or is he transferring both notebooks? Memories associate will also return. Right. So is he giving his to Misa, or is he going to ask for hers? I don't know. I'm nervous.
If I do this, my safety is guaranteed, and I can finally just be a normal wife. This is what Light wants from me.
Wife?
He wants me to be happy, just as a woman should be. Oh, thank you, Light.
Oh, girl, you are brainwashed.
You're saying there were 2 suspects in the Kira investigation that the previous cell detained for more than 50 days.
He was instructed to tell the suspects that they had both been found guilty of being Kira and the second Kira, and that they were going to be executed.
But I think Nier is so intuitive and smart that I think he'll be able to know or suspect that there are other rules involved with memories and they could forget their memories.
He must have used his detainment to demonstrate his innocence. Well done.
Like that scene with the tarot and
The
everything.
suspect volunteered to be detained as part of the investigation.
Come to think of it, Light did volunteer to be imprisoned.
Mm-hmm.
If he did, then I'd say that settles the matter, wouldn't you?
So, who was it? Who were those 2 suspects?
I can't tell you that much. I'm willing to cooperate, but I'm still a member of the Japanese task force working under L.
Thank you very much. Your information's been quite valuable. Especially the part about Shinigami's eyes that enable you to see other people's names.
How do you feel? Good for you. This has got to be one of the best dubs.
The person suspected of being Kira is Deputy Director Yagami's son.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like by saying it was an act,
Why else would the Deputy
using
Director say he
Yagami?
killed Kira and then himself?
Yeah. I think he gave him a really big clue.
That means the second L and the person I think is Kira can only be one man. Light Yagami.
He also looks like such a young adult that would be Kira. Yeah, I think he knows.
I phoned Nier and talked to him.
Don't worry about it. After all, I
Awkward.
was the one who recommended it.
No,
So,
don't act
what
like
did the
you're in
2 end up
control.
No, on second thought, I probably shouldn't ask.
No.
I guess it's not appropriate for me to ask those kinds of questions if I'm a suspect.
He's so cheeky. Ugh. Like a normal person would be mad. Like that's how he was acting when he volunteered himself. He was pissed.
I'm gonna search your place right now. There's a possibility that Amane might have a notebook.
Hang on a second, Aizawa.
No, go right ahead. Look at it this way. At least you can prove to everyone that I'm not sneaking around and contacting Misa in private, right?
I mean, she's your girlfriend slash fiance. I don't even know what stage they're at anymore.
Huh? Mogi? I'm coming with you. I want to make sure, too.
Oh, and he kind of likes Misa, doesn't he? Aizawa, you are
Best
looking
for
so
everyone
good.
if Light wasn't Kira.
Yeah.
But if Amane has any evidence on her that connects her with Kira...
I'm so proud of them. I'm really worried for them, but I'm so proud of them. And honestly, Chief Yagami would be so proud of you guys. It's gotta be so hard. I bet she does. She just doesn't know. I bet she transferred it.
Mochi! Monchichi! Long time no see, you two! Light hasn't been home at all lately, so I've been super bored. What? How about Light? Is he okay? I have to call him.
No, you can't call him right now.
How come?
Don't worry, Light's safe, but he's...
Oh, I get it. Light loves me like crazy, so he doesn't want me to call him because that'll only make him worry about me.
Search as much as you like, Aizawa. You won't find the notebook.
Why? Where is it? What did she do? Bury it?
All the suspicion to ruin the atmosphere around here.
This isn't a social club. I think Aizawa and Mogi should...
I mean, it's true.
It's time for Kira's kingdom.
He's just, I love that he's just vibing, drinking coffee.
Greetings to all my fellow Kira worshipers.
You are such a dumbass.
I am the voice of our god Kira.
You don't even really talk to Kira, right?
Its construction is going smoothly, but will depend on the
Oh
generous support of our
my
loyal viewers.
God.
Once it is completed, let us welcome our god here.
Are you kidding me?
Bad taste.
Seriously.
I'll stay on guard here.
Huh? I'm with Monchichi instead of Mochi?
What's wrong? Don't you trust me?
No, you're just not Monchichi without your old haircut. You're not cute anymore.
I think he looks great.
Yes, sir.
He looks so good.
We are now accepting donations, starting at the $1,000,000 mark.
Starting at the $1,000,000 mark?
So, if you truly
This sounds like a con.
Yep, just another scam at this point.
I mean, but rich people will do that to
Doesn't
try
even
to not
seem
get
like Kira's
killed.
style.
And I do.
Timigawa.
Yeah.
He's just acting on his own now.
Yeah. He's a bad person. I'm surprised you haven't killed him yet. Not that I support that, but it's like your main ally is this very greedy man.
You're more than welcome to keep watch over Misa and I until you're
Honey,
satisfied.
that's not how normal people act.
The first gentleman is...
Oh, she transferred it. Who the hell is that? Delete?
We will unite with Kira and work with him.
Delete!
Wait, he's so something. This guy. Mikami? Delete. She gave it to someone, but I don't know who this is. Who is this?
And delete.
Oh shit.
Why would Kira kill his own supporters?
Do you think it's because they're going overboard with this?
That might be a possibility. But this is horrible.
This is horrible. Because I fucking transferred it again.
Mikami. I can definitely use him. Beliefs and ideals
I don't remember
perfectly,
if we
and
know
he knows
him.
what Kira wants and doesn't want. Thanks to that, he takes action without needing my orders. I had Misa relinquish ownership of the Death Note before she lost all her memories of the notebook.
Right.
She's just an ordinary woman. The main problem was selecting the next owner.
Right.
I saw him trying to speak to Kira through the television broadcasts.
Oh,
it was clear he worshipped Kira from the bottom of his heart.
okay. He's hot. Ooh, I love a tall, pale, dark-haired,
Mikami.
creepy man.
He's more than worthy of becoming
Haru.
the hand of Kira.
Shinigami, thank you for coming to me. Now I'll be able to punish evildoers with death.
What is Kira to you? The application. Okay.
God.
Oh, wait. That would have been such a cool name for the episode if it was God, but it doesn't matter the name. Because I feel like transfer almost spoiled it a little bit, but a kind of theme that's already been done before. It was a tactic that Light already did. He's transferred and he's gotten away with it, so we would have predicted it anyways without the title of the episode. But that's so creepy. What is Kira to you? God. He is down bad. So on one hand, no pun intended, because he's the hand of Kira, I'm like, that's amazing to have someone else on your team. But on the other, it's also opening you up and making you more vulnerable and susceptible to someone fudging up and, exposing you. But I do think it was probably the right move. Honestly, because I like Misa, even though she's like chaotic and morally not great, I like when she's not being overworked and when she can just be like a good wife and just exist in her cute outfits, because it gets really sad when she's completely aware of everything and working for Light. She looks like a shell of herself, and it's really sad. So selfishly, I enjoy seeing Misa happy. Imagine if Light felt the same way. Imagine if he felt the same way about his partner and his girlfriend, But, I'm not saying she's a morally good character at all. I just think she's cute, and I feel really bad for her. I feel like she's super duper traumatized, and she really loves him. And she has a lot of agency, which is something I like about Harley Quinn too, who's also morally dubious at best. But she chooses every step of the way. Like, I love this man, so I'm going to keep doing this kind of stuff. Man, I love Aizawa. I love the task force. I love Matsu. I feel like Matsu is a great anchor and example of what the general perception of Kira is. And like, he's never working himself too hard. He makes coffee, he brings coffee, he drinks coffee. He keeps up to date with the Kira's Kingdom show. Well, now I don't know. I don't freaking know. He's a great way to look like, okay, what would be the general perception of most of the public? Because that last episode, he did have his doubts. Like, what if Kira actually is doing something good? And I feel like that was totally valid and healthy to consider. But I'm really, really, really proud of Aizawa for stepping up and calling Nier, because this has got to be the biggest mind fuckery ever. And especially knowing that he had, that devotion, admiration, and he loved Chief Yagami. And I know that, some people kind of talked about this. We were talking amongst ourselves as well on the Patreon and stuff, but I'm still not clear as to whether Light really cared about his dad and like really loved him in the way that most people love their family and what we know to be love. And I still think, for me, if I were to guess, it's like, I feel like Light cared about his dad and maybe thought he loved him, but I think it's more just like an emptier version than we would know, because I think that his emotions only go so far. I think there's like it's like a shell, an emotionally immature egg, where he is going to be upset, but he's not going to feel it as deeply as maybe you or me might feel the grief of a loved one. And I saw a more genuine reaction to his death from Aizawa and Matsu and the people in the hospital room who worked with them. I don't know if y'all noticed that. And so I think that it's like, I said this last time as well, but the Chief was someone that Light looked up to, and wanting to be Kira and wanting to be a detective was all from his dad. He wanted to be like his dad. There's a certain kind of love and care to that, but then there's also a competition to it. Like, you'll see, Dad, you'll see, I'll do this. And it's kind of crazy when you think of how Kira coming to be because of his obsession with his dad and what his dad does. And he still wants to be seen as a hero. Like the interesting thing about Light is he does care about what people think and what people think of Kira and him. He wants to be a beloved god, you know? He's just a very interesting character. And the way he's acting, like pretending to be like, I understand, search my apartment, is very different from the way that he was acting when he was just Light being detained. And I don't think he has any memory of that. But he was like, why are you doing this? You know, he's acting like a normal person would if they were being interrogated and detained. And I actually love interrogation videos thanks to Caleb. It's so interesting to me to watch the detective's methods and, you know, to be able to tell who's lying. So I feel like this is a great example of that. And you can Google them. There's some great channels out there for just pure interrogation videos and analyzing what the detective is doing. But are almost always certain giveaways for if someone is lying. Like no one can really get away with it for long because like it's just not possible for a human to lie so well. Like there's always a tell. There's always something, like they overshare information, or in this case, Light just being like, yeah, just search my apartment. Any normal person would be like, why would you surprise my girlfriend like that? Like, this is so ridiculous. We're supposed to be a team, you know, but he doesn't get it. And that's the funniest thing about him. He wants to be the people's god and he doesn't understand people fundamentally. He just doesn't get it. So it makes him a little bit endearing sometimes. I go back and forth with him. Ultimately, I think he's an awesome villain. You know, I think he's a great character just to get annoyed with and like sometimes root for and miss the version of him without the death note, but also like want to strangle. It's just great. But anyways, thank you so much to my tier 4 patrons, Light Yagami and John G. Robinson and Louie. Thank you for going above and beyond to support the channel and for producing the video. And thank you also to all my other patrons and YouTube channel members. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot wait to see how this turns out. It cannot end well for Light, I'm sure. Like, there has to be some kind of justice because we've lost so many people along the way. We can't have this. We can't have him win. But I'm excited to see where this goes. I love this show. Like, I was thinking about that when I was watching. It's just so funny. It's just it's going to be one of my favorite shows ever. So let me know your thoughts, and yeah, I'll see you for episode 32. Bye.